Good morning.
You got to turn on your camera there, my brother.
Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I'm having a bad hair day.
You got a Michael Wilbon black eye. What do you got? Oh boy, the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah, I'm part of the picture.
Okay. What did you say about him?
I told him he was the GOAT. He's the GOAT till about 2035.
When Caleb Williams finally retires.
Amen, brother. Oh, he won't be retired. He'll be still sizing up rings.
That's 10 years. Yeah. He'll still be around in 10 years. Maybe. You hope it is, right? Yeah. So I saw bits and pieces of the Tom Brady roast, and I know you said you watched about 5 minutes of it. I did
a 5-minute teaser of it.
I did see Belichick and Robert Kraft together, and I was like, I bet you that was kind of interesting. But did they?
Well, Robert Kraft was tuned too.
Well, so he was lit up already.
You heard it when he was like, "This is." He was slurring his words and holding up his. So I'm thinking he had to have had. I bet she's watching that thing today, going, "Oh my gosh, I actually took a shot with Bill Belichick."
Well, maybe he just got done with a massage. You never know.
He might have. Yeah, there's a shot in there about massages, and Tom Brady did not like it. It seemed like.
Yeah. So who do you think? You think Brady was more of a Belichick fan or a Kraft fan?
I think Belichick. I'm thinking.
You think that's how it is?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah. I don't know.
Depends on the game, I suppose.
Well, true. True. Fierce competitors, those guys were. So.
Yeah.
But there you go. So, we had a long. I don't know. I got a little sunburn. I don't know if you can tell, but we were out watching.
Good, though. It's that time of year.
Yeah, I watched Lily Rose's game yesterday. They took second place in this tournament. So,
okay.
They played some pretty good soccer and just had one half of a game that just, I don't know what happened. They were just like, didn't want to play. And that's what cost them the championship.
High schoolers.
Well, yeah. Yes, they are. Yeah. But the team they did lose to, I was talking to one of the dads, and they had been playing together since they were 8 years old. So, I mean, obviously in your smaller town, your kids get together and there's no like 4 different leagues that they can play, right?
Right.
So that's what happens here in Rochester is like, well, you can go play on this team or you can go play on that team. And so they never build that camaraderie of, you know what I mean? Like your boys that are playing baseball right now, how long have they been playing? Since they were 5 with each other?
Yeah. T-ballers probably.
Yeah. So, I mean, and with your, like, do you pull like the Legion? Is it both towns that send people or are you just one?
Okay. 3
so
towns,
they've been
actually, yeah.
Is it 4 towns? Okay, so yeah, and you can tell at this age, but our girls are finally starting to kind of connect with each other and click. We've got 5 from one school, 3 from another school, and Lily's played with all the girls that are from Rochester a couple years, but these other girls, they've just started playing together. So, but they're learning. That's pretty good. Yeah. They're getting better. Coach said he was really proud of them, so it's kind of good to hear. So
good deal.
There you go. All right. So what's going on this week?
We got NBA playoffs.
Yes. I wasn't able to watch the Timberwolves because I was at a soccer game. And then
why would they start at 5 Mountain Time? You text me. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to go watch that game. I flip it on. I'm like, oh, it's over with already.
Yeah.
I was like, over. So yeah, I never got a chance to see the first one, but go T-Wolves.
So I was told by one of the other dads that I was talking with yesterday. I said, I didn't see it. And he said, well, I got to watch because he wasn't at the game on Saturday. And he said, they tried to give it away. Is that true? I mean, every freaking highlight I saw was Anthony Edwards or Naz Reid freaking jamming home a ball.
Tried to give it away. Is he talking like, did they miss free throws?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Well, they tried to lose it, and it's like, well, what do you mean? Tell me what you mean.
7. How'd they try to lose it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, well, I don't know. Do you think they're going to take Denver? All the experts are saying they're gonna. So I don't know.
So I'm not a Nugget fan, but
okay,
they've kind of been a thorn in the side of the Lakers for a few years.
And then the Lakers went and fired their head coach. So you going to apply for that job or not? Or
sounds like a lot of drama to me. I'm going to wait for LeBron and Bronny to leave and then That was another thing I wanted to bring up. Bronny now, they said the Lakers are in favor of drafting him so he can play with LeBron for his final season.
Yeah.
If this is his final season.
Well, and I think it will be. I don't know. What do you think? I think on one of our last podcasts, you said that he's going to be with the Lakers next year.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a thing. I'm hoping I don't think we draft Bronny. I mean, the kid's averaging 4 points a game and 2 assists. I think you're wasting a draft pick just to let LeBron play 1 year with his son and then right off into the sunset. Then what do you do with Bronny? Trade him, cut him?
Right. Exactly. I
don't think he's going to be a LeBron.
No, I don't think so. Do you think that or not? I mean, he doesn't seem to be but he's had some health issues. Yeah. So do you see that team like Charlotte drafting Bronny and then LeBron coming to Charlotte and then they can sell tickets? And
I heard there was a trade to Chicago.
Oh, really? Okay.
But who knows? They were saying that it's a 3-team trade. OKC's involved.
Wow.
And we would get Durant and
you really think that's going to happen? You want Durant?
The way the NBA is now, there's no, I don't know.
You think it's still rigged. And I can't believe the Lakers fired their coach even after they won the in-season tournament. I mean, that's
well, the guys had his record is phenomenal. I mean, it's not bad. I mean,
so do you think it was LeBron
as a coach and have a record of say 120 and 60, and you get fired?
And you took your team to the Western Conference finals last year.
You got swept, but you probably shouldn't have been in the finals. But
right. Well, LeBron just got pooped out, tired, wasn't it? I mean, I don't know, Nolan. I just don't understand the NBA. It's like, well, I think it's everywhere now. If you don't win like that year, you're done. I mean, it seems like look at the Bucks coach. Before they hired Doc Rivers, they were winning, and then all of a sudden they can that guy. Happened. Well, yeah, injuries happen.
Standing on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Then you got Patrick Beverly throwing basketballs at women in the crowd.
Not good. And I actually like Pat Bev. He was pretty good. He was pretty good dude. He was. Tell it like it is, but you don't be throwing balls at people. That's not.
Well, and then he goes into his post-game interview. Do you hear that?
Well, then he threw the girl out because she didn't subscribe to his podcast.
Yeah, it's like you subscribe to my podcast. Nope. Well, then you're not going to interview me. It's like, really? Yeah. So I haven't even heard his podcast. And I won't.
No, we won't. I won't listen to it now.
We're actually, I think he was 47th in the podcast. We were 46. I think we were one up.
We're one up on him. Yep. That's good.
I like 100,000 viewers. I think.
Nice.
Wasn't much, but.
Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, we're on our way up.
Yep,
we're on our way up. So
T-Wolves Nuggets tonight.
Yep,
it's 8:00 Mountain Time. You're going to be up late if you're going to watch it.
That ain't going to happen, buddy.
Denver favored by 5.5. I don't think the Nuggets cover that, and it'll be a closer game tonight. I think it'll go down to the buzzer, but
I think the Nuggets win tonight. I really do.
But it is a home game for Denver, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And if the T-Wolves do miraculously, sorry, I got something in my eye. Jeepers. If the T-Wolves do win tonight, I think a sweep is quite possible. I don't
know if they'll sweep, but
it'll
probably be like 4-1, 4-2 because NBA's got to make its money.
Sure. I mean,
so not that it's tainted or rigged or anything like that.
Right. So, and again, then I got a chance to watch Get Up with Greeny this morning. Just was waiting. Becky worked overnight, so I was waiting for her to come home before I hopped down on my computer here and started working. But, they actually gave the Timberwolves some props, which was kind of nice to hear. It's usually like, well, the Nuggets didn't play well or Phoenix didn't play well. And then they started talking about the Pacers, Knicks, and they were kind of reliving the Reggie Miller, Spike Lee, kind of, that whole thing. So they start up here, tomorrow night? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah.
Not positive.
But yeah, they got it going on. Then we got OKC versus Dallas. Yep.
This night.
Yeah. But it's tonight?
Yep. 5:30.
Okay. All right. So
Cavs Celtics tomorrow, Mavericks Thunder.
So I will take the Thunder and the T-Wolves to go to the championship. I think they'll both advance. I think they'll knock Dallas out. And I'm going to take the Knicks and the Celtics to go. How's that?
Yeah, that's probably me too.
Is it? Okay.
Not to copy it, but yeah, I think those are your 4 best teams.
Yeah. And if one team doesn't make it, I would say it would be the Wolves. I mean, that's to me.
Yeah, that would be the only question mark. Yeah, but I have confidence in them. I think they'll.
I think I do too. They got a pretty good defensive squad. Gobert's been around for a while. Karl Anthony Towns is kind of playing some solid games. So let's.
But it is a sad day in Minnesota yesterday
because the Twins.
I don't know if you heard, but since JJ McCarthy was drafted, the Twins were undefeated and the Wolves were undefeated. And now the Twins lost yesterday. So it kind of,
yeah. Well, that's baseball though, buddy. You're not going to win 162 games. It's just the way it is. You got nothing?
Oh, I'm just soaking it in.
Why are you soaking it? You should be happy. Shohei's freaking driving the ball. I think that last home run he hit still in the air, isn't it?
Yeah. 23-13.
Yeah. What are the Twins? Are they
Twins are in second place now. They're driving up the standings. They are 19-14.
19-14. What are they, about a game and a half out from
2.5?
Guardians? 2.5 out from
Guardians are 22-12.
Yeah, they're playing some good ball. They got their pitching back. The pitching that they
the Braves.
Yeah. Let's hope Shohei, he's got like the most extra base hits in Dodgers history in the first 30 games or whatever they said.
Yeah.
Or what was it? Okay.
Or first most hits by a Japanese player or something like that.
See, that doesn't matter. Does that matter to you?
No, it doesn't. It's like, okay, I guess that sets the goal for the next Japanese kid that wants to come play for the Dodgers.
Sure. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So is he going to pitch at all or not? Are they not going to
sound like it this year, but you never know. I mean, I don't see him pushing him too far, too quickly.
So if they get into the playoffs and all of a sudden here comes Ohtani for a relief pitch.
Are we talking playoffs?
We're talking playoffs already. I'm pretty sure the Dodgers are going to make the playoffs. Going to make the playoffs.
I hope the Twins do.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Mariners are at the Twins tonight. Going up there?
No, got a busy week ahead here.
How many games on the average do you make a Twins, Timberwolves, Vikings on the average in a year?
For me,
for an hour away, how many times do you walk into one of those professional stadiums and say, I'm living the life?
Okay, so this year's been different for me because we've had a lot more athletic things with the kids going on. Like traveling far away, Phoenix, Tampa.
Oh, right. I kind of set your budget.
It kind of, yeah. So it pulls it away. But I will say last year, I went to 3 Timberwolves games. I went to 2 Twins games and only 1 Viking game. That was last year. So that's 6. And then this year with you, I just went to 1 Vikings game, but it's been, again, but I've been to Phoenix. I've been to Tampa. Yeah, I think the next few years are going to be less of those games. Well, maybe more. We'll see if you and I can once we get our press passes and all that stuff ready to go. As we
realize the Kentucky Derby has been scratched off of our list.
Yes, because it costs way too much money to go to a Kentucky Derby. So yeah, and then once Lily is done playing her competitive soccer and all that sort of thing, and then I'll probably start going back a little bit more. But it's an hour away, Nolan. But it's about, all said and done, it's about a 4-hour turnaround when you do it. Because you get there, you park, you got to walk, you got to have your drinks, then you walk back, and you got to drive home and all that sort of thing. And it's just
that's a rough life.
It's a rough life. It's a rough life. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize it, but there we go. Yeah. How about you? What do you average? You're probably about 3.
No,
3 to 4.
the most I've done the last couple years has been one Bears game.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been to a Laker game in years since Kobe played. Dodger game we went to 3 games in Arizona probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably maybe more with the boys still in the house. But I want to do that. Just call the boys up and say, hey, picking you up. We're going to Minnesota. Or
there you go. Yeah.
Jacob really wants to go to Soldier Field this year. So,
and I see that. To me, that would be. I'm not saying that I don't love going to a Twins game or a Timberwolves game, but I think it'd be more fun for me to go with you and Jacob. But
go to somewhere where we haven't been.
Right, and that's just a little because my family. I mean, they like sports and they're athletic and stuff, but they just like I'd say, hey, you guys want to go to Twins game? And they're like, yeah. So it's like, okay. Well, I said, hey, you want to go to
just say, hey, family, there's a pitch clock.
Yeah.
So it'll be quicker.
Well, there is that, but they're more of let's just go hang out. And they'd rather be at a pool, or something like that. But
that's kind of how, that's how my wife is. She's just like, oh, we already went to a Twins game like 7 years ago. Like,
seven years ago. That's
let's do this. Come on, let's go to another one.
Yeah.
So got to go places where there's relatives or friends there. So then she can go shopping and then I can go.
Then you can do your thing. Yeah. So, but well, we're less than 2 weeks away from our sporting extravaganza. I mean, you sent me that. You sent me some videos of watching 100-mile-per-hour fastball come in. Woo! And
did you see it?
I saw it.
Yeah.
And if how do I say this without sounding too cocky? I could hit one. You told me that I wouldn't even be able to get my bat on the ball, and I bet you I could.
You'd probably be able to make contact, but it wouldn't be fair. It might be a foul tip.
Yeah.
And this is like starting with the bat like here, not here.
Oh, you're not going to let me. I was going to bunt it right off the bat.
Well, I don't mean to scare you, but I had one of the kids step in there, and he was fouling pitches off. So this other kid goes, he's a sophomore. He goes, let me try. I said, all right. So we go in there and place the first one in there and just to see it. So the home plate's here. He's standing like way over here. And that thing, this is how inconsistent this thing is.
Okay.
Shot right into him, hit his hand. He goes, okay, I'm done, coach. I'm like, are you kidding me? I haven't talked to him today, but his fingers were numb when he left practice, but it was cold that day. So,
Hey, give me
the most consistent.
Give me 1 second. Can you continue to talk? Because I got to take this call.
I can.
Okay, you talk.
What am I? Okay, I got to figure out what I'm going to talk about now.
Talk about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. All right. Well, the Tom Brady roast is on Netflix. And it is under, I think, Tom Brady roast. And I think I'm going to go home tonight and watch it. Our other thing we wanted to talk about this morning with NFL, we have no draft. We have everything done for the draft. So schedule will be released here momentarily. And then I guess Decker and I can figure out which game we're going to go to. We were talking Soldier Field. May talk Lambeau Field. You just never know. But it will be with the Bears or the Vikings. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be tough for me to go to a Vikings in Green Bay. But so we'll be doing that. We're also going to be picking our we got some big Memorial Day races coming up in NASCAR. Chad doesn't know this, but we're going to be picking the NASCAR winner of the Coca-Cola 600. And
who won the game? That's all I want to know.
Who won what game?
Whatever game you were talking about.
I said at the end of the month is a Memorial Day with all the racing.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to pick the Coca-Cola 600 since you're such a good picker. We never did talk about our he's a good picker, all right.
Our Kentucky Derby picks.
Over the weekend, the Kentucky Derby. So it's like 4 PM. I kept checking my phone going, still isn't a winner. So I flip on my TV and here they are parading their horses in their high heels and their suits and flowered hats. And so it was about 20 minutes. I watched it. It was a 2-minute race.
It's the greatest 2 minutes in all of sports, they say, buddy. But the 9 hours of pomp and circumstance, yeah. Well, for all three positions, wasn't it? Like between first, second, and third, it was like a nose.
I don't know how they figured out the third but I think there was three up there. So yeah, none of my horses made win, place, or show. So I was out all the money I put in.
Yes.
And my long shot, I don't even think finished the race, maybe West Saratoga.
No, he did. I think he did.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so. So I thought he was up there pretty well because I thought I looked at that. And then I had one horse, Sierra Leone, placed. Actually, it showed by a nose.
I was just happy to be a part of that 16.7 million viewers that watched it.
Yeah.
The most since 1989.
Was it really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
because I still don't know how they figure that out, but
yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? How they do all that stuff. Is it just how do you get like numbers for your radio listenership or whatever?
They send them out in a Nielsen rating thing, so you get a package and say, "Hey, what do you listen to?" You put on KNDC radio. That's how they get it. TV, I think, is different now. I think because like when you go on the Netflix, they know what the hottest movie is today.
Sure. Well, so because
I'm sure, with DirecTV, cable companies, they all shoot a signal somewhere and says, "Hey, everybody was watching Seinfeld last night at 7:00. That was the most watched," something like that. I'm sure that's how that's done.
Right. Okay, so what was your horse? West Saratoga finished 12th.
Okay.
Epic Ride was my long shot, finished 14th.
Yeah, so I won that.
Fierceness finished 15th, and we both had that horse. And then our one that we thought was going to win, Catching Freedom, finished 4th.
Oh, you did finish 4th. Yeah, he was close.
Yep.
How about Track Phantom?
Track Phantom 11th.
See, I think this is why I don't bet on horse racing.
Because you're no good at it, or what?
Horse racing is not rigged, just so you know.
Right. So Catching Freedom lost by 1 3/4 length and then won $250,000.
But how much does it cost to get the horse entered into the race?
That I don't know. But Mystic Dan, the winner, finished first, $3.1 million for that race.
For the win?
For the win. Yep.
Yeah, I think the purse was like 16 million or something like that.
Well, how could it? Well, because then Sierra Leone won $1 million, Forever Young won 500,000, and T.O. Password won 150,000. So I don't add up. And the Derby contained a record-breaking guaranteed $5 million purse, is what it said.
Oh, $5 million?
Yep. So, and then now he's not going to run the Preakness. It kind of sounds like.
Why?
I just saw it on ESPN. I wasn't able to read.
See, why wouldn't you go for the Triple Crown? What's the point of having these races if you're not going to have a Triple Crown winner?
If your horse got hurt, you might not want to run it because you get in trouble.
You're a couple months away from that. He can heal up.
No, you're 2 weeks away from it, buddy. It's like
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's like next
He'll
week.
Heal up. He looked fine in the winner's circle.
I don't know. Dude.
Did a shoe fall off?
Lost a tooth? Who knows? No,
well, that's disappointing. I was gonna, yeah.
Well, it's not 100% official. I thought I read it, but I don't know. So, but what else is going on? What did we get? We didn't get anything football related. It's rumored that the Vikings are going to get a receiver from Cincinnati. Did you see that? Was it Tyler Boyd that wanted out?
The Vikings are?
Yeah, they said that they were in heavy discussions with somebody about.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Okay, is that what they call fake news?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there was some other team that he was going to sign for. I heard, but maybe you can have Tyler Boyd. Rome Odunze is our number 3 receiver, so you won't be able to have that.
Who's 1 and 2?
DJ Moore and Keenan Allen.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Allen.
Yeah.
DJ ain't gonna play anymore with those guys, man.
Why?
because Keenan's good and Rome is going to be good.
So why wouldn't DJ play with him?
Because he ain't going to play anymore. Goodbye. I thought you were going like this.
I was gonna.
You were there.
Yeah, I was gonna, but I thought I was just gonna go like that. Stop camera and
yeah, there you go. So I did hear.
Man today.
Did you see our former Vikings quarterback throwing the ball at the mini camp? The Cousins was down in Atlanta throwing the ball, and they said he's looking pretty good, and so good for him. But everybody's still upset about him leaving. It's like, you know what? Just let bygones be bygones.
Well, the Vikings didn't want to sign him. Why are they upset with Kirk?
I don't know. And somebody on the First Take this morning or whatever, not First Take, not Screaming A, but Get Up said Cousins will play 1 year and they'll move on to Penix. It's
Could
like,
be.
Okay, yeah.
And then Cousins will come back and play for the Vikings as JJ McCarthy doesn't pan out.
I doubt it. I think Kirk will play 2 years and be done.
Yeah, we got to put some of the blame on the Vikings as far as Kirk.
Oh yeah. They just didn't want to guarantee 2 years, man.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to give $50 million to somebody who just tore his Achilles.
Yeah, he's paper. Your Achilles is paper. Once you tear it once, the chances of it going again are pretty good. So
yeah,
but good luck to him. Hope they play well. Hope the Vikings beat them. Blah, 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 blah,
so I did find out that I hashtagged wrong today, obviously.
I see that episode 94. And
yeah.
Roast. Yeah. What are you?
Well, roast is like the most searched hashtag ever. So I put roast in there and that didn't help.
You should have put Tom Brady roast and it probably would have brought more. But that's okay. We're going to be all right.
But I didn't put any hashtags in the main thing. I put it in the description, but not in the main.
I see what you're doing. So we'll still get our listens, but I'm trying to. What are you thinking? Thursday or Friday this week? What do you got?
Thursday is a no-go for me. I'm
okay. So we'll go Friday. I'll have our guest on Friday.
So I'll be tired.
Okay,
but we'll be good.
We'll have our guest on Friday, and then I do actually have to go because I got a little something brewing at work. Sometime.
Yeah.
Normal time. We'll go normal.
Okay. We'll try to get normal time.
Yep. We'll do normal time. So, all right, my brother.
Okay.
We will turn up the music.
Wow. We got out of here in 27 minutes.
Yeah, you got it. We beat a half hour.